Good day, madam and everyone. My name is Laiman 271407. We are from Group 3 and would like to present on cryptocurrency. What is it about cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency refers to a digital payment system that is used by customers to exchange online for goods and services, and there is no physical money in the transaction. Cryptocurrency does not rely on banks to verify the transaction. However, it is using encryption as a process that converts the information or data into another form like code. After getting the code, people will access the code or password when they want to use the cryptocurrency system between the wallets to the public. Besides that, blockchain is a device to store the data or information and proceed with the transaction with the decentralization. When the information or data is stored in the blocks, it will affect the blockchain and grow in size. Nodes are the important electronic device that connect to the blockchain to make sure the copies of the blockchain are correct and ensure the network is in function. Cryptocurrency is not only used for online payment, but also used for investment. The most popular cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It is a crypto that was first introduced in 2009. It is using peer-to-peer technology to run the transactions. The blockchain will protect the data of the customer, and the customer needs to key in the special code when the transaction is in the process. Next, let's take a look at the cryptocurrency transaction process. A transaction is a file that specifies whom to send money to and how many cryptocurrencies to send. The exchange will be broadcasted throughout a network, transmitted from one peer to another peer after the requester has signed the private key, which is the simplest peer-to-peer technology. It would take a certain amount of time for the transaction to be authenticated. Confirmation is critical since an unconfirmed transaction is pending and vulnerable to forgery. Only the miners, on the other hand, will validate the transactions. After a miner confirms a transaction, any miner must link it into its database, at which the point it becomes part of the blockchain. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Good day to Madam. My name is Lau Ke Sing with matrix number 201X62. Now I would like to present the main issue of cryptocurrency. The first main issue is cryptocurrency is having fee in provider is beneficial. Some Bitcoins exchange have experienced security bugs, resulting in the death of Bitcoin. This is little to do with the Bitcoin protocol integrity. This is a service issue. In the Bitcoin community, there are some pro actors just like they are in real world. Next is price constancy. As a result, certain Bitcoin accepting company convert to the money of like currency entirely, or their payment processor take Bitcoin, deposit and pay the merchants in fiat currency. This is also illustrate why Bitcoin is unsuitable for foreign remittance, since the value share is dependent on all parties involved. Besides that, the third main issue of cryptocurrency is performance of technology. Besides being arbitrarily developed, Bitcoin's average exchange rate of 7 transactions per second is significantly lower than existing alternatives. Bitcoin mining firms do not compare to companies that operate conventional payment systems in terms of reliability, affordability, or customer service. So Bitcoin's consensus methods of transmitted, distributed authentications, and central record is an intriguing idea. This is less reliable and private than point-to-point transactions. Furthermore, the cryptocurrency is a simple set of rules. Since cryptocurrencies cannot be monitored, service provider must follow all relevant laws for customers to be sufficiently covered and have confidence in their service. cryptocurrencies possible usage by hackers, as well as the trade is posed to consumer. It has regulators worries. Today's legislative mechanism for cryptocurrency on the other side is complex and quickly developing. Last but not least, the cryptocurrency is an advantage that are convincing. Bitcoin must live up to the demands of being quicker, cheaper, or more convenient for users who are abandon old habits in favor of new ones. Bitcoin can or may not quicker than existing payment option. It's depending on the case. Although cryptocurrency can be less expensive in certain situations, it is not simple. That's all for my part. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day to Madam. I'm Yap Hui Wen with metric number 272029. Next, I will present for the advantages of the cryptocurrency. The first advantage is the secure environment. The management of the security is guided by the Cryptocurrency Security Standard (CCSS). The ownership has guarantee as there is a reliable technique to sign the transactions. Secondly, it requires only minimum processing fees. Since the cryptocurrency is not require the banking institution to be aided as the intermediaries for the transactions, it could be eliminated the processing fees that charged by the banks. The fees payable to the service are lower than the traditional financial dealings, and it has amounted to 0.1% of the total transaction amount. Besides that, the cryptocurrency system is more transparent as all the transactions that have been carried out will be recorded. It can only be chosen to disclose only the information that wishes to be disclosed to the recipients or another parties. This can prove that the system is more confidential as nobody will notice the owner if there has no publicly confirmed. It also safeguards the privacy of personal identity and financial history from exposure to financial scammers. Next, the cryptocurrency is decentralized. Since it is not regulated by any government authorities, there are straightforward transactions between the sender and recipients without the involved or monitors of the financial institutions. And lastly, the cryptocurrency is available around the world as everyone can proceed the transactions at any time and everywhere by using a computer or their mobile device. It is easy and convenient because of the decentralization and require only the internet accessibility to raise funds for their projects. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Tiong Shoteng, metric number 277882. I'll present the disadvantages of cryptocurrency. First is scalability. Probably the biggest concern with cryptocurrency are the problem with scaling that are posed. While the number of digital coin and adoption is increasing rapidly, it is still dwarfed by the number of transactions that payment giant Visa processes each day. Additionally, the speed of a transaction is another important metric that cryptocurrency cannot compete with on the same level as players like Visa and MasterCard. Until the infrastructure delivering this technology is massively scaled, such an evolution is complex and difficult to do seamlessly. The second one is lack of proper regulation. Warren Buffett has said that it doesn't make sense, this thing is not regulated and not under control. It's not under the supervision of any central bank. He thinks it's going to employ. Although we can perfect the technology and solve all the problems mentioned above, investment in this technology will be riskier until federal government regulate the technology. The last one is lack of security. Transactions done through cryptocurrency are irreversible and final, so nothing can be done if the wrong amount is sent or if it's sent to the wrong recipient. In addition, there's a risk of loss. Many users choose to keep their Bitcoin in a cryptocurrency wallet, which put them a risk of lose their investment if they lost access to their private key. In case a hard drive crashes or a virus corrupts the record or even your wallet, your fund could become inaccessible or gone completely in a matter of minutes. Thank you.
Good day to everyone. My name is Lai Beijing with metric number 270392. Now I will present for case law part. Okay, the case law is about the Luno company versus the Robert Ong Tan Cheng. Robert Ong is the appearance in this case and a customer of the first respondent's Luno company. At the same time, the second respondent, BIS Malaysia Sdn Bhd, is the intermediaries regional operating center for the first respondents. In this case, Robert Ong deposited 300 ringgit Malaysia with BIS Malaysia in October 2017. In November 2017, Robert Ong requests 11.3 bitcoins for Luno wallet to Bitfinex wallets. At the same time, Luno company mistakenly transfers the additional 11.3 bitcoins to the Robert Ong. So the officer of the Luno company notified the error and the Robert Ong also acknowledged the same. Robert Ong offered to pay for the additional bitcoins, but Luno company rejected the offer and instead request for the return of the bitcoins. However, Robert Ong refused to return the additional 11.3 bitcoins. The High Court disallowing the Robert Ong appeals because, firstly, cryptocurrency are not the money in the traditional sense. It is a form of securities as defined under the section of 3 Capitals Market and Services. Second, since bitcoins fall under the section 73 of the contract 1950, the appellant is therefore duty bound to return the additional bitcoins to the first respondent. That's all for my part. Thank you.